live.
Okay.
Well,
No.
we'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Hello. How's everyone doing out there? Before I get started, let me turn off the monetization because I don't want to take your money because this is the Peasant chat. So I'm going to go to the supers tab, shut off the super chat, turn off, shut off the super stickers, turn off, and shut off the super thanks. Whatever the hell that is. So refresh your pages. Make sure that you can't pay me because I don't want to take your money. This is just a Peasant chat so we can chill, hang out, and talk a little shit. Today is gonna be turbo kit heavy. I have a bunch of stuff to say. I want to read the comments from the other video that I released yesterday on the part 2 of the turbo kit attempt to install. Got plenty to talk about, tons. I'll answer all your questions about it. I have nothing to hide. I had Jake come over the other day and he dropped a bomb on this kit. Not necessarily the quality of the welds, but more of like what I have to do in order to make this guy fit. Before we get too off into the weeds, I'd like to thank the partners that make everything possible and pay a monthly. No, actually it's the 7th and I still haven't gotten paid. 2 Auto Solutions, Calamer's Transmission, Oh My God Cookies, The Parts Farm. The Parts Farm is selling a flooded recovery 2020 GT500 for a heavy discount. Kona Blue, carbon fiber track pack, and it runs and drives. So if you're okay with something that might have a salvage title, but you can get a GT500 heavily discounted, maybe make it a track-oriented vehicle only with an off-road title or a salvage title, check them out. Bad as shit. So let's say hi to the people here, and we're going to get to talking about the turbo kit. I got so many things to say. Again, the reason a lot of people don't understand that the reason I keep my name their name quiet is because this isn't an indictment on them. These are my thoughts on what I'm willing to do on the turbo kit or not. And I'll give you like the history, the lineage of how I came to the conclusion that I came to and how I even got the kit, how much I paid for the kit. You guys saw the quality. You guys saw what the deal was. You take a guess in the chat how much I paid for this kit. So let's talk some shit to the people here. Let's say hi. Oh shit, I don't have the pop-out chat going. God damn it, I'm sorry guys. I'm all out of sorts. Copy live chat. La da dee da da dee doo. Ta ta ta. Come on, bitch. Don't you hate it when computers just don't do exactly what you want them to do? Oh my god. Okay, we got Fresh Pastelas in the house. 2000 MCR, Wesley Stewart, Fresh Pastelazo, and JD Swag, one of the mods. Monty 540, Homestead Johnny's Daddy Bitcho says no on 4 turbo kit on today's live. Bill Morrison, good morning. First start on the Z06. That's going to be exciting, EPA. When you hear that sucker choppity chop, I think you're going to be really, really happy. Robo style, Bill. Oh yeah, I still haven't got my title. Don't get me started. Agent Orange, Christian Sama, Turvy. Oh, it's like Beetlejuice. Is he here yet? Monty 540, Bruce Lee, Josh Joy, Cluster BM, Clean 93, 6-Speed Racing, 508 Josh, TJ Sikorsky, Bimini Coop. Step 1, unbox single turbo kit. Step 2, sell single turbo kit. Step 3, sell car, finish hush money. You know what? That's probably what I'm going to do. 6-Speed Racing. After watching the turbo kit install, I'm really looking into an ESS G3X or possibly an On3. Smiles in the house. Boxy Luxury German. Click Plop. Speaking of turbo stuff, my On3 single kit only had to go on twice so far. Matt, TJ, Leonardo's Morgan GT, Coyote, Kelly, Death Bud, Dils Blaze, Andrew, SK Jeff, the other mod, Moneyback Madman, Harley Sheldon, Samba V, One Low, JD again, Bimini, Walter, Robo, It's Just a Dick, Walter Hoffman, Alex Vallejo, Brett Burke in the house, Good Morning, Mod Motor Ray, Garf 20, Mendoza's Coyote, and all the usual suspects. So let's get started. So if you guys saw the video last night, I'll put it up and I'll read some of the comments. I think you guys would enjoy the comments very much. They're actually pretty funny. A lot of you guys made a lot of sense. And look, I'm going to be honest with you guys. You guys dictate what should happen on the channel. And not a lot of people agree with that. But let's be honest. In terms of customers, you are my customers when it comes to the channel direction. Because I have to gear the channel towards what you guys like. Now, a lot of you guys were excited about the ZR1. Oh my God, ZR1. A lot of you guys were excited about the GT500. Got news on that too. And I thought, well, you know, I've never messed with turbo stuff ever. So let me mess with turbo stuff on the white car. It's got a Ben Caliber Stage 3 trans, new motor. You know, I'm just going to be, it's not going to be a drag car. It's going to be a dailyable roll situation. So let me get a turbo kit. Let's hear some of the comments after you guys, or let's read some of the comments after you guys went on there. According to every turbo owner on Facebook, their kit was an easy install and they've had no issues. They are absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. And again, don't take my word for it. Just look at what I showed you. A lot of people will not show you the nitty gritty. Just keep putting the work and taking your time to do things right. Don't settle. Turbo builds are absolutely worth the effort in the end. Again, that Seth Wolf doesn't get that I am not going to retuck wiring, go under the dash, undo wiring. Okay. For the amount of money I spent on this kit, it should have explicit directions or it should be built better, plain and simple. I'm not jealous of you, Alex. I thought of installing my Vortech was difficult. Can't even imagine installing the turbo kit. Just put a PD blower on it. I already have that, did that, done. Rick and 50 says, damn, time to get on the bandwagon in ESS. No, the ESS is going to be nothing new for the channel on the Mustang front. The ESS kit, if anything, will go on something else. But I love ESS stuff. They made me a believer. But I don't need another centrifugal on the white car. I mean, that would be... I don't know why I would do that. Like, if I got a G3X on the white car, like, why? I had a Vortech on there. When I was installing this kit 3 years ago, the level of disgust and frustration along the way is what I remember the most, says Rick Carr. I felt like I was ruining a 9,000-mile, 2-year-old daily driver car. I'm glad you're as honest and straightforward as I am to make people aware without bashing or bad-mouthing that is not an average Joe level install kit. You will lose several key amenities a true daily driven car should not lose. Does it make big power? Absolutely. Do I have great quality parts? Yes. Is it for the average Joe that wants to make power and wrench themselves? Think real hard and listen to the advice of those who have done it before you make the final decision. Oh, by the way, the fan will be an issue, and I believe I was the only person to have a full exhaust fabricated for street use. Killer proven kit for race applications, but not for the average chupacabra working on their own street car. Thanks for the video and the honesty, Alex. Amen, brother. No fun with that kit. When the engine bay is already tight clearance, hard to make that stuff fit. Ceramic, all those pieces. So a lot of, look at the comments. Like you guys really went in there and, you know, gave me some good feedback. Most of the feedback was sell the fucking kit. So I haven't decided to sell it yet, but I've talked to people who've installed the kit. And I wanted to see if I was on the right path. I'm like, am I on the right path? Am I crazy? So Rami Zaidan has installed this kit on a car. And the photos he showed me looked like I have to remove the motor to tuck the wires properly. Looks like I have to completely disassemble the wiring on the PCM side and re-engineer the wiring. I had a gentleman reach out to me and say, hey, I'm going to give you a wiring diagram. So all you have to do is go under the dash, undo all the wiring under the dash, and simply route the harness inside of the fender. Oh. So I said, oh, okay, let me take a step back. Because when Jake came by, he looked at everything and he said, you got to tuck all the wire. And I was like, excuse me? He goes, you got to tuck all the wire. I said, do you know... Like, are you listening to what you're saying? This is, so, okay. So if a shop, let's say you want this kit on your car or any turbo kit on your car, and the shop says, bro, that's going to be like $3,000 to put on. You have no say in that motherfucker. Whatever they think they should charge you is what they should charge you. Now, if a shop has gotten it down to a science where they can install it in 4 days, you know, that's still 8 times 4. You know, how much do shops charge per hour for labor rate, right? How much do shops charge per hour for labor rate? $110, $120 an hour times, you know, 30 hours. Are you willing to buy a kit for over 10 grand and then have a shop put it on? No. So, and you can't blame the shop. Like a lot of you guys that think that you can just bolt it on in your garage. Look, I like to think I'm an above average tech. I have above average tools, but guys, I draw the line when I have to I'd have to unfuck the car. I'm sorry, I have to fuck the car just to make this thing go in. I have a car that handles, stops, does it all. I have a triathlete. Sway bar's gone. So I'm like, okay, no big deal. Let me reassemble everything and let's see if I can reintegrate the sway bar back on. Oh no, that's not even half the shit that you guys saw in the video. That is not even half the shit that I saw in the video. Someone said you'd be happy to pay $3,000. No, not if my sway bars have to be removed. Right, Brett Burke, 150 near me. So like $5,000 for install. Are you looking to have it installed for $5,000? And the shop would be absolutely justified in charging you that. 100%. Now, in my opinion, someone said quitter. Okay. Like, I'm not stupid. I'm really not stupid. Some people think there is nothing for me to prove on this car. If I go out of my way and fuck my car up, literally fuck my car up to install a turbo kit and make yet another drag car. Like, does any turbo company make kits that aren't 100% focused on drag racing? Like literally 100% focused on drag racing, because everyone's going to say, well, Alex, why do you need a sway bar for? Why do you need a sway bar for? Why do I need it? You guys must not drive your cars. You guys must just literally take turns very slowly and then just go watt in a straight line. Maybe that's why half of you crash into the median when you leave Mustang Week or car shows. Who knows what the deal is? Exactly. Mike J's like, what do you have? But anyway, after Jake said you have to completely tuck all the wire, I looked at the AC lines. The AC lines hit. So do I have to redo the AC system in order to run this kit? I'm not going to do that. Jake's like, well, you might have to shim the engine up. In the whole 3 pages of instructions, it didn't say anything about shimming the engine up. And that brings me to my next point. Over under. How many pages do you think Vortech provides you to install one of their systems in a Mustang? 50. Let's put it at 50. Over or under 50 pages does Vortech hand you or provide to you as an instruction manual to install one of their Vortech kits? EPA says over. We just bent the AC lines on the 18 and up. Yeah, that makes real fucking sense. We just bent the AC lines. Let me ask you, Beefcake, did you relocate your PCM and you're having issues at a certain boost level? Beefcake? Because we need to be honest 100% with this stuff. We need to be honest 100%. Are you having issues after the PCM was relocated? I know the answer. So check this out, guys. This is Vortech. 80 pages. Right here. 80 pages of install guide. And look, and it's just a regular ass blower. They tell you everything. And they have pictures. Undo this, undo these nuts. They're circled. Look at this, do that, do this. This nut here. Look at that. Guys, this is the blower kit. You want to talk about step by step. Step by step. Okay? I got 3 pages. 3 pages. You saw it. I read it to you on the first video. 80 pages on the Vortech install guide. 80 pages on the Vortech install guide. So that's a different Syracuse. What's he talking about? Not anymore. Okay, sure. But you had it for what? 6 months? 7 months? 8 months? And you did, and a shop did it. A legitimate shop. I think Finish Line Performance. How many hours does Finish Line Performance have in installing your kit? And let's be honest. 100% honest. What was the bill to install this kit on your car? Let's be 100% honest with the people out there. You know what I mean? Smiles. With really involved car projects, there comes a time where you have to evaluate what your time is worth. And whether or not you have that time to dedicate to the project. That's the other thing. I have a full-time job. I have 2 YouTube channels. And any free time I had, I was in the garage trying to make sense of this kit. I just went out there every day. 4:30, I was done. Bam, run to the garage, hot outside, go in there. Okay, excited, like genuinely excited. Mock this up. I can't put this in. Okay, I got to lift the engine. Okay, I got to take the motor mount off. Okay, I got to take the start off. Okay, I put it all together. Okay, I think this goes this way. I think this goes that way. Okay, let me see. Okay, So I felt okay about it. Then Jake comes in and goes, blow it all apart. And I go, why? He goes, this is going to burn. That's going to burn. The AC lines is going to be a problem. You got to relocate the PCM. You got to take the wires behind the PCM out, which are battery cables. You got to move and tuck that out of the way. You got to bring this and go behind. You got to go behind the, and I'm like, you want me to do all that? He's like, Alex, you have to. You're going to burn everything. You're going to burn. Okay. You're right. You're right. So blowing it all apart, right? After I blew it all apart, I was okay. Blew it all apart in an hour. Boom. Got it. Then I started trying to tuck stuff. Then I'm trying to tuck stuff, and I'm like, I can't tuck stuff. Like, and then luckily I had a couple of guys that work in the Ford OEM side of things, and they said, Alex, here's a wiring diagram. Here's a wiring diagram, and I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, just undo it from under the dash, and I was like, so I started boxing up the kit because I really need to take a step back and go, okay, what am I going to do with this car? Like, what am I going to do with this car? Because if I put it all together, it's going to be a drag car. No, Beefcake. You need to tell me how much is finish line charge? How long did it take an experienced badass shop like Finish Line to install that kit? Like, they're a badass shop. I need to know. Give me a general sense of what it costs, because I am not an experienced tech. But if it took an experienced shop that builds badass stuff, 30 hours, it's not for the regular Joe. It needs to be done by a shop, and it's going to need to go on a car that's a dedicated drag car. So my options are this. Put the car back to stock, put the sway bar back in it, put the manifolds back in it, because I gave the headers away. But look, I don't mind giving the headers away. The kid deserved it. He's helped me out so much. And just drive it. Just drive it with catalytic converters, quiet. Put the seats back in the back. Take the YOLO seat delete out. Put it back to stock. Clean it up real nice, and weigh out my options, because I have a ZR1. I have a GT500, which I drove yesterday, by the way, and even that kind of pissed me off. With relocating the PCM, you have to do it right, one wire at a time. You're going to probably have a day and a half just with the wiring. I appreciate your honesty. So a day and a half on just the wiring. So that's 12 hours if you work an 8-hour day, but no in Finish Line, that's probably 15 hours. So you're saying, Beefcake, and I really appreciate your honesty, $1,500 to tuck the wire from an experienced shop that has all the tools. Oh, I'm just trying to get you guys out there. So anyway, I'm boxing the kit away, right? Check this out. I'm boxing the kit away because I'm like, all right, let me weigh this thing. I can revert it back to stock. It still has the cap back. It's all good. So I grabbed this guy. You guys saw the fan, right? You guys saw the fan. So I grabbed this thing. This is the catch can degas combo. Okay. So this half of the tank, right? This half. Actually, let me. Do I have what it like? Remember Price is Right? That they used to have noise when you were in the middle of showing something. I think it was called Sponsors. Let me see where it's at. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so so this is the degas side, right? And this is the catch can side, right? Catch can side. So catch can side, degas side, or overflow bottle side, right? So lines go here. This goes out to the radiator. Okay, cool, no problem. Catch can side. How do I drain the catch can? How do I drain the catch can side? Can anyone? Oh no, you got to drill that, Alex. Oh, I got to drill that. So when I started putting it back, this is a microcosm of the kit. I was like, you know what? I'm good. I'm good. So do I have to remove this and go like this? Do I have to go like this? Or do I wait for it to get full and turkey baster it out of it? Right. Do I have to wait for it to get full, turkey baster it out, or take everything apart and go? So this is a 100% microcosm. Now, I don't name the kit because I don't want them catching the smoke. A lot of you know which kit it is. I don't have any issue with them. I don't have no problem. This kit's just not for me. This is a race kit. This is a 100% race kit. It is not meant to go on your daily driver car that you like. Whoa, Jesus. It's not meant to go on your daily car that you like. It's not meant to go on a car that has a sway bar. It's not meant to go on anything. So that you don't want to race. And it is probably a sick as fuck race kit. Sick as fuck race kit. But you know what? It's not for me. It's not for me. So we'll talk on it. We'll talk about it. Take it off and dump it. Right. Slurping sounds begin. Drill a hole. I know what's coming next. Where's the drain? Right. Where's the drain? And you're like, okay. So guys, how much you think I paid for this kit? Not a lot of people are telling you this stuff, guys. And again, I was under the car a week and a half, 4 hours a day. So 4 hours a day, that's 20, 40 hours. I kid you not, guys. And the 20 of the hours was me like this. And calling people, hey, like, so what you do on this side? And what you do? So what? And then, what? I dedicated 40. Oh, you guys are pretty close. 8,500, 13,000. No, not 13,000. 9,000, 6,700. I hope it's under 500. Vortech plus 4K. Ooh, you're close. But total, like what I'm going to owe for this kit. 6, and what the gentleman paid for this kit. Because how did I get this kit? How did I get this kit? The gentleman who bought it before me was straight up with me and said, guys, this guy is engineer level. It's not because he's a dumbass. It's because he's like, I have no information anywhere. Like, I am super lost. So are you interested? Because I'm like, yeah, I got Jake. I can knock this out. $9,800. Hey, Tony Bolton in the chat. And let me see. There we go. There you go. There's Tony Bolton. So $9,800 is what he paid retail because of the upgraded turbo, the race intercooler, all that stuff. $9,800 retail. I know I'm not going to get that if I sell it. I know for a fact, based on what you guys saw, I am not going to get that. Jake was like, it's a quality kit in terms of the welds, but there's a lot to be okay. He didn't say this. I said this. I go, yeah, but if you're going to pay 10 grand for a kit, shouldn't it fit better? And he's like, I hate to say this, Alex, but almost every turbo kit, almost every turbo kit that's out there requires some stuff. And I go, why don't they say that in the instructions? Why don't they say that in the instructions? I highly doubt I'm going to get 7 grand for this kit if I put it out there in the market. So I am now pretty much forced to put it in something, right? Because no one's going to buy this kit unless they have a drag car ready to go to put this stuff on. I'm like, all right, there goes that. Someone said sell it. And see, you guys think selling it is just an automatic. It is not an automatic. Like, I'm selling my GT500. That no one has hit me up for that because they don't think it's worth $70,000. I think it is, but they don't. So I keep that sucker too. Just leave it, drive it, get ice cream in it. That's pretty much it. Someone said Fairmont it. Oh, so buy a $9,000 Coyote so that I can accommodate a $9,800 turbo kit, and then I have to control pack it and have the exact same issues I had. The exact same issues I had when it had a blower on it, with fuel delivery issues, grounding issues. Why? No, I am done with Coyote swap cars. I'm done with Coyote swap cars. And on 3 would have been easier. Hush money getting turboed. Fuck no. Fuck no. Another Coyote? Another Coyote? No, no, no. Fuck that. That car was an 870 car with bitch boost. I'm not down with that life. Drag car with tubular front end. Right. Torque and bean sauce. Got to find the right person type of deal. Right. You'll be sitting on that kid a hot minute. I agree. Look, I'm willing to take my L. I took my L. Got it. Learned a lesson. Learned a lesson. And it was an expensive lesson. But I said, okay, what are you going to do? I'm not putting that kid in the car. That car is getting the sway back. Now this week coming up is me unfucking the car. Putting the sway bar back in it. Redoing the wiring where it should go. Putting the PCM back where it should go. Then I have to find, wait for it, manifolds. That's right, guys. I have to find manifolds with cats in them in case I want to sell it to somebody or trade it in or just drive it like a bitch ass car. I'd probably just off myself, to be honest. How's the Ford Performance 408? Okay, what is your problem, dude? Like you know what we're talking about. I know this is the Peasant Chat. Bro, we're on a roll, and he brings it to a screeching halt. Y'all are always keeping it real. I appreciate your honesty on the platform. Look, I'd love to be that guy. I'd love, Odin Kit with your name on it. So now, so SK, you got to understand where I'm coming from. I know you're a VMP dealer. I already rep them. For years. I'm done repping anything VMP. I'm done repping anything. Like I'm just done repping. You know what I mean? It's almost like you'd have to like if I install that kit, right? Let's say I install that kit. And this is my issue, repping other companies. I install that kit. I hate the name. The name's fucking dumb. I already ran a 2650 in my red car. And I run a decent number or I have problems with it, right? Now, if it runs a good number, yay, VMP kits are badass. If I run a shit number, Alex must have fucked up. I don't want that. I don't want that shit. This has definitely made my decision for turbo supercharger a lot easier. Guys, remember I told you a long time ago that turbo kits make power, but you're going to be under the hood and super frustrated once it happens? I wasn't looking to be frustrated. I wanted it to go in. Why would I give away my headers if I wanted to just go out of my way to fuck somebody? No, I wanted this to go in. The moment the sway bar came off, that's when I started having doubts. I went, wait. Sway bar has to come off? Sway bar has to come off. Mini Bike Madman. Sell the white car and kit and cut your losses and buy a Tesla. Take the camera lady on your trip. You know what? I literally thought about that, Pat the One. Pat the One, you literally read my mind. I thought, get rid of the white car. Actually, get rid of the white car and not replace it with anything. Let's be honest. Or get a Tesla so that I can't modify. And it'd be a Model 3 Performance. Not an S, not a Plaid. I don't need a Plaid. I don't need an S. I don't need that. A Model 3 Performance is plenty. It's an 11-second car, 0 to 60 in 3 something. I'm like, that's plenty. But I don't need another car. If I get rid of the white car, which I would hate to do, it's my first new car I ever bought. Actually, second, because the 18 got lemon lud. I don't know. I'm kind of like on the fence about that. I heard Xander can give you a hand with the install, right? I hate when I learned those inspection lessons. Rob Derek, Monster Energy, back tap 2. Okay. We also have a Whipple kit with your name on it. Just gonna be out 80 weeks. No more superchargers. I already have a supercharged Corvette, a supercharged GT500. I'm good with superchargers, but thank you. Yeah, not worth it. Right, exactly. Only thing you never stop repping is fucking Christian. Your pain is our gain. Thanks for showing us the heartaches of that kit. And again, if anything, all I did was show you what you got to look forward to. This is what I would do if I bought this kit. Get the engine out of there. Get the engine out of there. Tuck every wire. Don't run AC. Then make a dedicated drag car and put this kit in. And it would be fucking badass. Absolutely. If you want a drivable, something you can drive, handle, stop, and make woo-choo-choo-cha noises, this isn't for you, in my opinion. If the white car will technically be a stock daily, why not get the Tesla you have been waiting for, wanting? Because I have to get lean on cars. You know what I mean? Like, 4 is manageable here. 5 is a little ridiculous. And the Tesla, I love it. That would be an awesome car. but I got to get a house first. So you got to be financially responsible. So what I would have to do is if I got rid of the white car, which I would hate to do because I love that car. I love S550s, especially that one. Actually, Gen 2 is King Daddy, but I love that car in particular. If I was to get rid of the white car, I want to get rid of the blue car, and I'd have a lot of dough to play with, and then get into a house. Turvey would have had the kid, an ESS kid with the truck too, right? Exactly. Randall Hadid in the house. The lady gets the white car. Now she hates that car. She hates that car. If you don't put the turbo kit on, if you feel like the white car isn't going to bring any content, then sell it. I'm looking forward to the ESS kit on the F-150. Nobody on the channel gave a fuck about the white car. I'm going to be honest with you guys. You guys did not care about the white car. When I put the race up against Jake, yeah, maybe it wasn't filmed perfectly, but the outcome, no one cared about it. No one cared about the exhaust. No one cared. When the white car is on the channel, nobody cares. Aldo kit time. Guys, I'd have to get rid of this kit and come up. Aldo kit is good money, and I'd have to get rid of this kit first. I like how you guys think that I'm just gonna like, oh, just buy an Aldo kit. I'm like, just buy an Aldo kit? You crazy? Godzilla swapped this peasant chat, right? Exactly. No AC and a homeless guy cleaning your windshield. I forgot about the tank. Guys, I forgot about the windshield washer reservoir. That was like in the back of my head, slowly pissing me off. Sway bar gone, slowly pissing me off. Then Jake's like, oh, you got to tuck all the wiring. I'm like, let me take this kit off. I want the turbo kit and all the headaches. Just put a Ford EcoBoost emblem. I want the turbo kit. Okay. I have 2-hour drive right now to pick up headers. I think you're scared to get the Tesla and not like it as much as you think. Yeah, that's exactly it. You know, you're 100% right. You're 100% right, Torque and Beans. What the fuck's wrong with people? This is the peasant chat, so I expect stupidity. I like the white car, but burned out on the S550s now. Right. Sell it, mod the vet. Somebody will buy that kit. I hope so. I'll take a loss on it, but it's got to go. In my opinion, Mustang stuff is played out. People want to see truck stuff. No, Angel, you're in fucking puro pinche 956 a la verga, because people want to see proper Mustang stuff. The problem is there's no proper Mustang stuff out there. Everyone's bagging underglow lighting. Like, underglow shit came back. Like, what is happening? Like, underglow shit came back. And what you see is a lot of jokers out there just doing dumb shit. No one's really taking the platform seriously for performance. And I attempted to, but it's just not it's not worth it. You know what I mean? Out of everything I like the white car the most, ZR1 is daddy now, but still. I bet people would have cared more if it was a 10R. Yeah, but those are gay guys. So I don't think I want that. The AC lines only take a little bending. Works fine though. I believe an S197 kit comes in new lines. Other than that sway bar, I have all factory options. Do you have a windshield washer tank? Do you have a drain? Do you have a drain on this? I love Beefcake. He's good people. I like the white car stuff because not many people had Vortech packs and stuff out there when you had that one. It's sad, and we're never going to see the 3-wheel motion. Hit pause on the S550 GT500 stuff. We need hush money and ZR1 content. Okay. I love how people think, oh, let me just pull it in my 8th bay, drop, 15 grand on a small block Ford, 10 grand on a T56 with a badass clutch setup, fuel assist. Yeah, let me just. Turbo problems sum up my weekend. Broke the welds on both connecting pipes for the wastegates. Not good, not good. The upgraded turbo will help move that kit. Sell it all and the truck and GT500. Build the vet and a tad. Badass Fairlane and Tesla for the daily. Yeah, you're not wrong. So what kit is it? Seems terribly made. I'm not going to call out the kit. You guys can do it in the chat, but I'm not going to call out the kit. I'm not here to bash them. It's perfect for a drag car. Badass. Great welds, turbo, the mounting, da-da-da-da-da. Perfection for a drag car. If you want to, oh, look, there's a turn, and you got a nice square 18 by 10 or 19 by 10 setup, and you want to slam a turn, this shit ain't for you, bro. I'm all for section height and ZR1 content. Like, guys, I need section height with a manual ASAP. After installing the Sprag, let's talk about section height for a second. After installing the Sprag, doing all that work, buying new exhaust, all that stuff. I took it for a drive yesterday. Awful. Awful. It is 1,000 degrees inside still. Yeah, the Sprag made a good difference in terms of bringing the RPM down, but not noticeable. Like, I thought the heat that was being emanated from the car was because the converter was causing an insane amount of heat and causing the fluid to expand. It was puking out the catch can. I'm like, oh, okay. So I called Cohen and they're like, okay, a Sprag will allow you to street drive the car better. They didn't say it would fix all my heating issues. They just said, without a Sprag, you're going to cause more heat. With a Sprag, you can drive it. They did nothing about daily. I drove it 1,000 degrees. It's not leaking, so that's good. But I'm like, it's just not, because Palm Beach International Raceway closed. So the reason I liked living in this area is because the proximity to the track that closed. So now it's just a Cars and Coffee car. By the way, Cars and Coffee is happening right now. So right now it's a Cars and Coffee car. And by the time I get to Cars and Coffee, I'm going to be sweating my balls off. So then I'm like, okay, let me put the AC in it. I don't think that's going to help my situation. Like, putting the AC in it is probably not going to make me like that car anymore. So I'm just like, what? Okay, now what? Now what? Put a stick in it? Ugh, so many options. Yeah, the manual should happen, but boy, I can't drag race the GT500. I can't drag race the GT500. I'm not driving it 3 hours. I'm not trailering it 3 hours to Bradenton to get 3 licks in. And then this is my biggest pet peeve. The fucking trans always has like a very minor drip, like very minor, and it's annoying the shit out of me. I have sealed everything, the dipstick tube, everything. It's just inherent to that kind of transmission, and I'm like, bro, stop it. Can the parts farm help you find a T56 or TR6060? No, I got Ben Calamer for that. Look, the trans would, if I do manual, look, I got to bring the white car to be bone stock first. Shove the GT500 in there and really reevaluate my life with that thing, because that 400 would probably bring in good money, but I'd have to have a manual ready to go, clutch, pedals. It's not an easy decision to make. Or I could just leave it alone and put it around and be a total fucking homo with it. Someone said, I like the F-150 content peppered in. It's a nice truck. You need a streetable converter like a 10-inch. This is a 10-inch Monty 540. It's a 250. What's 250? It's a 250. It's a 10.1. It's a 258 millimeter converter. It's a 10.1. So it's already a 10-inch converter. So tell me more how I need a streetable converter that's 10-inch. Why not Orlando Speed World? 3 hours away. Bradenton and Orlando are exactly 3 hours away. So Braden, Florida. Let me, because I need to show you guys. You know, you guys need to see directions. 33418. Here we go. So, Bradenton is 3 hours and 13 minutes. 3 hours, 13 minutes from Riviera Beach to, it's asking me to fly there. It's an hour and 5 minute flight to Tampa. So 3 hours and 13 minutes from me to Bradenton. Orlando Speed World. 2 hours and 5 minutes. So yeah, maybe 40-minute drive. But the problem is you got Puerto Ricans there. And I don't want to see them either. Oh, racism. 2 hours max from Palm Beach. Nitrous install looks pretty. Yeah, shut the fuck up. Nitrous install. Every coyote on the planet has issues over 150 shot. Every coyote has an issue over 150 shot. Would you go faceplate a T56 or TR6060? I don't know. Do you regret the GT500 purchase? I got a really comfortable payment structure for that car. I didn't buy it cash. I paid it over time, and but I got the title right away. So the guy was really nice to do that. But in hindsight, yeah, I should not have bought that car. I should have bought that car when Jake had it. When Jake had it, I should have bought that car. Before it had a cage, before it had all the stuff, then it would have been something that I could have configured a little more to my liking. But now it has a cage and and parachute, and I'm like, okay, drag car, 100%. So it's hard to make it a street car again. Put the build trans from the white car in it and stock trans in the white car. What? I like how you guys just think I just have transmissions all over the place. I run a tight 10-inch and heavy car. Awesome. It couples well. Yeah, this couples well, but how hot is it? Monty 540. How hot is your transmission? What size Whipple does your GT500 have? 4.5. It's huge. Take that turbo kit and the trans out of GT500. Say bye-bye. Clearwater Beach. Any good, Alex? Yeah, it's really nice sand, really nice amenities, nice restaurants, but for the Puerto Ricans. So I'm good. If it was Cali traffic, it would be an 8-hour drive. Orlando's kind of sketchy. Exactly. Orlando's super sketchy. I got stuff stolen there. Yeah. Oh my God. I forgot about that. Schrader Performance was nice enough to get me a rear seat delete for the black car. I put everything in my pit somewhere very noticeable and made a hit, came back. It was all gone. So I'm good. Hey, Alex, peasant question, but would you take the Steeda closed box intake for a Gen 3 roll racing or one of the open intakes? And if one, which one do you prefer? Roll racing, I would do an open air element because the inlet air temps are going to be pretty close to ambient while you're rolling. The closed air box still has slightly high IAT, but not high as if you were stationary with any open air element, whether it be Roush, Air Raid, Corsa, JLT, PMAS. If you are roll racing, I would prefer something that is open air element, and the PMAS has the best data, period. Bottle touches the wall. Curious, have you looked at houses closer to either track? What's the area like near them? Bithlo, Florida, you can hear the Deliverance theme, like the Deliverance music. Let me see, dueling banjos. Like, you're driving to Bithlo, and this is what you hear. Bithlo. Bradenton, I don't like the area. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really dislike the area in Bradenton. It's just not my cup of tea. Gotta go to North Clearwater Beach. Post up Palm Pavilion. Pier down towards Sankey. Shepherd's is where the beach is crazy packed. North End is more relaxed, chill. Got it. Wrap your ambient air intake with gold foil tape. I hate not having AC in my Fox here in Florida. I'm a big dude, sweat like a motherfucker. Have considered selling it because of no AC. But great to drive in the fall and the winter in Florida. Right. I said to my girlfriend yesterday, this car is a winter car. I hate to say it. This GT500, you can't drive in the winter. Guys, it has no AC. But I still don't think the AC is going to fix the issues that I'm having with the car. Like, the heat is immense coming from underneath. But so's the ZR1. The ZR1 is equally as hot because the exhaust runs down the middle. So I can't blame it on the trans per se, but I thought the Sprag was going to be a huge difference, and I could barely tell the difference. Barely. Turbo Kid got the Canelo. Alex was done. Did the little lady take care of you after that video? She always takes care of the kid. Come on, stop it. I swapped out my front O2s after throwing a PO 175, 172. System too rich. No, you have other issues. On my 20 F-150, I did not do a cam reset. And it threw codes again. I just cleared them. You have another issue, Matt B.O. Are you on a dedicated E85 tune when you get those codes? Matt B.O. Again, are you on a dedicated E85 tune when you get those codes? Trash water in Bradenton. Chat looks a tad blurry. Yeah, so I'm good on Orlando. It's just not somewhere I want to live. Too many Puerto Ricans. The track is Bithlo and Bradenton. I just don't like the area. Bro, I love it here. It was 2015 when I moved here. 2016 was so awesome. Matt Beal says 93 octane. Dude, something's up. You changed something. Something changed. If you're all of a sudden going super rich and you haven't done any modifications to the truck, no modifications, nothing, zero, and you're throwing System 2 rich codes, you changed something. You probably installed a ported 18 Mustang manifold. You probably installed cold air doesn't matter on those because of speed density. You changed something. Has to. Why is there sombrero moving in the back? I have a fan on. There's a fan on, bro. See, look, there's a fan. Oh, no, wait, there's no fan. The AC. See that vent on the AC? That vent on the AC. This one, it's hitting the fan. Get those likes up. Huge vacuum leak. No. So when it's speed density, cold air leaks don't matter. Throttle body leaks don't matter because the air is being measured at the manifold. The map sensor is at the back of the manifold. So in front of that, you can have anything going on and it will not register as a leak. Only after it will it register as a leak. Previous owner probably put cams in it. Ported tires, maybe injector stuck open. Whipple and ID 1050s. What's he talking? Oh, Whipple. Okay. Is that what you just did? Has it been on there for a while, Matt B.O.? Like, has it been on there for a while and all of a sudden it started throwing rich codes? Now, this is what happens a lot with guys that say, hey, Alex, I threw a code. And the first question I ask on the chat is, what did you do to the car recently? Well, nothing that should affect the tune. I go, can you just please answer my question? Well, I put in a new cold air, new headers, and a ported intake manifold. And I'm like, dude, you probably have a leak. You probably developed some kind of issue. When you install something for the first time, it's always a good idea to go back. It's always a good idea to go back and recheck your installation because you probably forgot to couple something. You probably forgot something came loose. The heat, the hot, cold nature of the engine bay might make some parts expand and contract. And then those couplers end up coming loose. So it's always a good idea after you do a drive cycle to come back and tighten everything you got going on to make sure no leaks are present. Been on the car for a while. So it's been on the car for a while. You have 1050X in a BAP on pump gas and you threw rich codes all of a sudden. Yeah, you probably have something going on with either an injector or an issue with the combustion. I would actually give the whole truck a health and wellness check because if all of a sudden it threw rich codes and you put in new O2s and you did a cam reset and it threw rich codes again, something's going on. Gas quality typically won't affect it because 87 octane, 89 octane, 91 and 93 all have the same stoic. I call it E10, 10% ethanol, but all of them have 14.0 stoichiometric air fuel ratio. So 87 should be 14.0, 89, all of it should be 14.0, 10% ethanol. The only way that the gasoline causing a rich condition would be if it was ridiculously dense, which almost never happens. Like, now, if you got bad gas in terms of like a lot of moisture in it, I don't know if that'll cause a rich condition either. But you definitely need to do a nut and bolt check, in my opinion. Definitely need to do a nut and bolt check. Run some seafoam through a low tank of gas may help clean the injectors. I'd never recommend seafoam. Honestly, the way I tell people to clean the injectors is take them off. Send them to a shop like a Havoc or a FIC or whoever, your local injector cleaning service, and clean it that way. Running seafoam through it, I wouldn't do personally on a newer vehicle. Like a lot of people I still see cleaning your throttle bodies, cleaning your, like you open your throttle body, you spray it, and I'm like, that bitch is clean. Like it's not coked up after 5,000 miles. It's just not what you do. Some people clean the MAF sensor still, like it's 2022, and there's people taking the MAF sensor out and cleaning that, and then they go, hey, I got codes. I'm like, yeah, you just sprayed a very sensitive sensor with carb cleaner. Beefcake says, usually if it's an injector, one bank will be worse than the other. You can try switching injectors back to back, and that's a very good read. Now, I have seen many ID 1050 injectors specifically, not an indictment on the ID because I don't need that fucking drama, but I've seen some get stuck wide open, but it was very obvious. Now, people would say, what kind of pre-filter are you using on the ID? Whatever. It just seemed to happen a lot on a certain batch of ID 1050Xs. But your truck would be spitting fuel out if it was an injector stuck open. It would be insanely obvious. So unless you're not noticing some crazy amount of fuel mileage loss or physical fuel shooting out your shit, I think you'll be okay. Matt B.O., I have an injector cleaning machine. I will run the injectors through it. It was on 85 for a short time, then swapped back to 93 4 tanks ago. It started to throw codes after the second tank. Interesting. So you switch back to 93 from E85 and it's throwing rich codes, which doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Now, let me ask you, Matt B.O., the only other way that could happen is if you have the E85 tune in it still. Let's think about that for a bit. If you have the E85 tune in the truck still, and you did not flash a 93 pump gas tune in it, and on the E85 tune, you put pump gas in it, it will throw rich codes because now it's running 30% richer. The opposite is true. If you have a pump gas tune in a car or truck and you have E85 in the tank and you're burning E85, you are 30% leaner and it will throw lean codes. So I would actually check that you actually flashed the 93 tune in it. And a lot of people say, well, Alex, why do you say that? Guys, that is a very common issue. An insanely common issue is not flashing the right tune in the vehicle. We all, especially with TDN. TDN is very nice. You can do it on your phone. Bada bing, bada boom, not a problem. But the problem is, a lot of guys assume they have the right tune flashed. If you have any doubts, flash it twice, flash it 3 times. But typically, if you're throwing codes when nothing mechanically has changed, I would actually look that you actually flash the correct tune for the correct fuel in the tank. That by far has to be the culprit, in my opinion. Pure tank of acetone. I'm late. Restart. Alex just nailed it. Guys, I've seen it happen too many times. Joseph Victorez and Ez says, hi, good morning. Do you remember the LS base tuner around Port St. Lucie area? I asked on the Peasant chat, and I don't think I've come across his name after researching C5CO6 P1SC Kenny Bill Bap. No, I don't. Was it McDonald? Not Kevin McDonald. He works for JPC. We worked with him recently, man. What a good guy. What a good guy. I love that dude. He's just, I actually miss talking to people like that. Super smart, humble, nice people. You know what I mean? Like, it's really nice to see. Let me see. Is it McDonald Tuner? In Port St. Lucie? Or Stewart, Port St. Lucie. No, people, McDonald. It literally puts like McDonald's, like the restaurant. Tuner, let's see, it's just a Port St. Lucie stalker. Let me see who this guy is. No, it's a police department. Nope, sorry, can't find it. Sorry, brother. If I find it, I'll let you know, man, or I'll post it on the chat. But as of now, I haven't. That's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it works out. Yeah, I've almost flashed the wrong one. I will double check that when they get home. Right. So I had a gentleman do a IMRC delete on his Mustang, 2021 Mustang, and HP Tuners sent him a TDN tune. He goes, hey, I got codes. I go, what are they? He goes, PO2011, PO2012, and I'm like, did you flash the tune? Now he got mad at me. He immediately got mad at me because I think a lot of people think that we're saying, did you tune the right tune? Where my tone is generally, hey man, are you sure you flashed the right thing? And he's like, what do you think, I'm fucking stupid? I've been doing this to do. And I'm like, oh my God, this guy gets sideways so fast. And that's the hardest part about tuning is that, dealing with the people. So I was happy. I was a happy kid. I got laid that morning. So I'm like, I'm good. Hey, do me a favor. Reflash the tune. Oh, codes are gone. Right. Got it. Talks about tuning. Is that Darude Sandstrom in the background? Right. Kevin McDonald to my dad's Turbo 3 Vasily when he worked at Diablo Sport. Yeah, Kevin McDonald's a good dude. He's just a nice guy. He's Canadian though, isn't he? So like they're all nice. About a return system, dual pump style, 17 F-150 and it uses stock fuel, rail, and line. Would you recommend adding a fuel filter before the injectors? The kit didn't come with one. I would do a fuel filter, yeah, like right after the tank. That's what I would do if I were you. And maybe put a check valve in there too. Thank you either way for your time. You got it, Joseph. Yeah, I'd like to order a Happy Meal with an extra LS sauce. Are Century guys still using a two-step to build boost? Some are. I know there's a kid, he has a green, gotta have it green, S197 in the Atlanta area. I think D&G does his work. And the guy's out there two-stepping, racing people on the street with a Paxton 2200, launching at 3800 with a 6R80. And his car is fast. And so it's working for him. I forget the new ones still have IMRCs. Good morning. I'll have to catch a replay. Gotcha, brother. Matt just got a free diagnostic. Hashtag Peasant Chat. Bandit 50 doesn't use the exhaust pulse to spoil turbo, belt driven, so RPM more boost. You'll build a couple PSI, not as much as turbo. He's right. It's hard to worry about tone when getting people a fast response. Exactly. And, you know, there was something I wanted to talk about last week with a gentleman about we had some issues with the tuning, but we figured it out. But if I can remember, he came off a little sideways. We got him back on track, and we ended up figuring his stuff out. But it got sideways really fast. And look, people need to start treating emails like emails. Like, you need to say, hi, good morning. I just uploaded the recent tune. Attached is a data log. Have a great day. No, people go here. Like, here. And I'm like, here, what? And then I look at the data log and it's lean as shit. And looks like it's missing. And the O2s are wonking out. And I'm like, hello, sir, did you have any issues? He goes, yeah. And I'm like, email. The problem with email is you get it on your phone. And with some iPhone and Android users, it looks just like a text. So to you, you just reply as if it's a text. Ba, 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 ba. Sure. Ba, ba, ba. And you're instantly replying while you're working and all this stuff. And that's not how it works. You have to compose an email and give me as much information as possible so that I can do the best job on my end to diagnose your vehicle and get you the right tune. The only people that do that are shops. Shops are the only people that I've seen that give me an email, fill it out, give me all the information and the pertinent data logs or run files attached. So, you know, then people get mad at you because they think they deserve instant service. You know how many guys hit me up on Thursdays and are mad that I'm not done by Friday when I've gotten one response from them? And they're like, yo, just tune my shit. I got a race this weekend. And I'm like, bro, number one, you're coming off fucking sideways. So watch your fucking tone. Number two, it ain't my fucking fault you want to race this weekend and you just got me data logs at 4:15 p.m. on a Thursday. That's on you, buddy. And three, skip the fucking race and let's get this shit dialed in. Fuck the race. I don't give a fuck if you're losing money to your bros. I don't give a fuck if you're going to look like a bitch in your shit-ass town in the West Coast. I don't give a fuck. My job is to tune your car properly, not to rush to meet a schedule that you determine should be proper. Fuck that. My job is to tune your shit right no matter how long it takes. If you guys get me in logs at 4 p.m. on a Thursday and try to rush me, expect me to go, nah, we're good, son. It's a generational thing. Even people at work treat email like text now. Nobody even has an email signature anymore in a corporate environment. I sold my 15 Paxton. Good riddance. Trash Ford. Wow. There you go. KRM letting us have it. I'm kind of agreeing with you now. I am helping my neighbors swap out injectors on his 20 GT500. Is it worth picking them up for my 17 GT? Plan on going 85 flex shortly. It's those high pressure 52s. They'll work, but honestly, I like LU47s on your shit, dude. LU47s tune so much easier. Now, if you want to get them, sell them in the open market, and then buy yourself some LU47s. That's what I would do. They just tune great. What to say here? As much information as possible. Well, Alex, I bought my first Mustang in 2001. Brand new. Right. Brand new after my wife left me. Alex, I was tuned by another shop, and it would take sometimes 3 to 5 business days for them to respond back for a simple NA tune revisions. Look, that's what's going to happen if Lund goes away. Like you guys are used to Amazon. I ordered socks yesterday at noon, and they got to my door the next day at 8 a.m. Yeah, we're not Amazon. We're not Amazon. Sorry. If you got a race on fucking Saturday and you get me logs 4 p.m. on Thursday, skip the race. Race them next week till when your shit's dialed in. Why are you rushing anything? You're not on a schedule. It's the fucking street. You guys schedule a season on the street? Yo, I got to make this week's race. If not, my points are going to go down. You're not racing a points championship on the fucking street. So you say, Edgar, to the other Edgar, yo, Edgar, I'm going to go ahead and I want to make sure that my car is doing perfect. So I got you next week. Oh, no, you locked it in. You got to pay me punk out. Bro. Writes 3,000 word essay about my life concerning Mustangs in the tune. About Mustangs in the tune email, right? I know you secretly want a Porsche, Alex. I want a Lambo. I can't afford that either. That's why I said I should just do a tune only or get a tune, heads, and cold air. That's I said you or I? I don't know what I said. I'm asking just to see what's the best bang for the buck. Carlos LTX. Did he just split it? That's why I said I should just do a tune only or get a tune, headers, cold air. For a truck, I don't think headers are worth it for a truck NA unless you're looking to get every single possible horsepower out of that truck. NA, you're probably going to sacrifice 10 horse aside from free flowing. So if you can fab up some free flowing situations, you don't need headers. But if you're supercharging it, I think headers are the way to go. If my car's peaking coolant when I get under boost single, do you think I lifted ahead? Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Just picked up my PBH 680, now waiting on the G4 ESS kit. See what it do. Question. Why did you used to hate on road course running and now you can't wait to do it in your C6? Guys, you guys know this is a comedy show, right? Like, everyone thinks that everything I say is like law. If I can make fun of Steve Schleckenbergs out there, because no one cares about road racing in terms of the masses. The masses care about drag racing, roll racing, light to light shit, right? That's what we care about. So if you want me to tune your car specifically for road racing, well, that means I'd have to know your driving habits. And I'm like, you're not Steve Schleckenberg anyway. You bought a very expensive helmet, expensive driving gloves and shoes, and you have a bone stock performance package Mustang with gold foil on the cold air. Those are the people I make fun of. Do you think I want to go out there and like run SCCA competitively? Or do I want a nice big course and flog the shit out of a badass ZR1? Like, I'm blown away that people on this chat take things literal. Like, they take it so literal. Alex is not who he says he is. He says Steve Schleckenberg sucks, and now he wants to go to a road course. If you think everything I say is like written in stone on this chat, you need a fucking life, son. You need to go outside, get some fresh air, go to the pool, go to the beach, hang out with your friends. Relax. I love when people ask for tracking on Monday morning and order Friday night, 9 p.m. Tell me it's been 3 days. Right. A business day totally gets skipped when it's Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday. Business days are Monday through Friday. This week on Street Outlaws, right. Mustang Talk is so 2020. Let's dive deeper into these amazingly good Oh My God cookies. Stop it. Stop being a shill. I love them, but Jesus Christ. What's up, Alex? I'm having a 2-1 downshift issue. Slammed on the shift. Was told there was a trans issue. Had it gone through. Had new valve body studios and India Lund tune. Is it a Gen 1? Looks like it's a Gen 1. Hit us up. We'll see if the 2-1 is commanded to like shift lower than stock. Typically, your car should never go 2-1 if you're slowing down. The car should go 3 right into first. And you should barely even feel it. Yeah, obviously forgot you gave mad props to Frank. Right. And guys, do you remember I took his Fox body on a road course and I said I had fun? These people are unbelievable on this chat, bro. I love it. But look, it's the Peasant chat. What are you going to do? And just like in Peasant chat fashion, we got 356 people watching, 226 likes. So, at this point, it's par for the course. Snowflake generation, everything is taken to heart. You said you hate Ford, yet you have 4 Ford vehicles. Right. Alex, you said you quit Ford. Alex, you said you quit Ford. So why do you still have Fords? I hate you, but I still talk to humans. Road course running is fun. Definitely not going to do that every day. Right. A road course destroys your car. Destroys your car. Suspension, brakes, tires, all of your bushings, everything gets super stressed out in road course racing. Like if you do it weekly. I would never want to do that with my 19. I'd like to do like, one track day and then like never do it again. They're more likely don't have friends. Can confirm Alexandro Senojo road course question. He's got youngster pissed off with the gold foil on the cold air intake. We need an apartment tour. There's nothing in this apartment. Happy Sunday, Alex. Hope you're enjoying the 01. No. Like my luck with cars lately has been really bad. I was happy to get the 01 and I'm really happy to get the 0. And again, this is not an issue with the previous owner. This is an issue with the banks. This bank that got paid off either sent the title to this bank that I have, and then they need to process the title. So this bank processing it might take 7 days. Shipping it takes 3 days. This bank takes 7 days. So that 14 days. Guys, I already had to make a car payment. And I'm like, I made a car payment on a car I can't drive. I'm about to drive that bitch dirty. And then with my luck, it'll get towed. Can a Gen 2 Roush RS3 make 650 with a Roush throttle body? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. If you didn't own Fords, how could you hate on Ford, Alex? You don't own them. It was a joke, Terry. No, it wasn't. You rode in the car with Evan Smith on the right. I rode in the car with Evan on an EcoBoost Mustang. I drove Perdomo's car at Palm Beach International Raceway, rest in peace, and I bought a Performance Package 19 Mustang. Alex, you're fucking stupid. Oh, not only oil changes after every road course, Bandit 50, brake pad changes. Your fluid has to be redone because it has to be like high temp fluid. If you just happen to put the e-brake on by mistake after a run, your brake pads weld themselves to the rear. Bro, fuck all that. See, he hates post-2020 Ford, kind of like I used to blanket hate post-08 Chevy. Should I swap a 3-valve engine? Who cares? I hate you, but you still talk to humans. The best part for sure, right? I hate you. That doesn't mean I should stop talking to all the fucking humans on the planet. Yeah, it's a Gen 1. Brandon Stooney says it's a 2-1 is stock. Cliff Hatcher. Cliff Hatcher? Nah, I'm not going to throw him under the bus like that. Fuck. God damn it. God damn it. You're going to make me do it. Cliff Hatcher. Sorry, Brandon. I want to see Cliff Hatcher's tune. Coming at you some Brandon's like, "No, don't do it, Alex." What's your shit under, bro? Is it under Cliff Hatcher? Hey Cliff, what's your Engage serial number? This is why supercars and exotics that have high price tags that are meant to be tracked are high dollar. They hold up to the abuse. This is why I use a Montana LLC. Got it. How is Frank doing? I have no idea, dude. You know the problem is, like, I'm even losing touch with Jake because of just schedule conflicts. And you know what? You know what's gonna happen? In my opinion, I'll see him like once in a while, and then eventually he's gonna do his own thing, and I'm gonna do my own thing. I just can see the future that way. If you guys are all brought under in a common place, like it was Donnie, Perdomo, Jake, and a couple other people that Power by the Hour that I really got along with. We were a tight, cohesive unit. One guy left, 2 guys left because they wanted to further their careers. One guy did some dumb shit, and Jake's just super busy. So it's like, back to riding solo. I bet people that are not car enthusiasts have a simple, stress-free life. No, not really. Not really. You would think they have a stress-free life. They stress about something else. Us car guys love the pain, okay? We love getting under a car, only car guys can understand certain memes and videos. When you're under a car, hit it with the impact, and a whole bunch of dirt falls in your face. Then you go out there like that. I saw a TikTok or a meme or a reel where, then you go out there, get safety glasses, you hit it, and it falls all over your fucking face again. When you're 1 hour into when you're 3 days into a weekend install, or when you're 1 week into a weekend install, that's why I really started thinking carefully about the Fairmont. The Fairmont nose probably can be done by me, but I know that's a very long-term project. So I'm going to do a lot of research before I just shove the nose on it. But if a shop, legitimate, that schedules me and says, we can do the mini tub and the front half for this much, because we've done it on Fox Bodies and Fairmont all the time, I would be open to it. Montana LLC is great until you get into an accident out of state. Insurance brings everything into question. But Jake is your best. But Jake is your best friend. He won't go away. No, but life can take you away. Like, you could tell look. Jake's a family man. Jake's all about his family. I love the guy. He's a great guy. But his family's priority, and I think eventually he's going to move out of the area. In my opinion, maybe in like 5 years. Because once he's made his money and his businesses, he's just going to be like, I'm dipping. I'm going to go somewhere where it's more affordable, better family life, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, all right, cool. So look, guys, I've my whole life, I've been used to kind of doing things by myself. So it's not a new thing. What is your, Cliff, what's your engaged cereal, dude? You got like your responses have to be immediate. You can't just be like, thanks. No, like, if you want me to help you and I'm here willing to help you, you got to get me information ASAP. What is your Engage or RTD serial number? Let's go. KMR, whatever. That happens to my friends. Shouldn't affect your relationship, though. You'd be surprised. When you're 40 hours into installing a turbo kit and removing sway bars. Right. Luckily, everyone said, oh my God, have fun removing the sway bar. That was cake. The sway bar was very easy. Now I know how to put it back in. And that's going to be the next video. Like, I don't think you guys want to see me putting the sway bar back in the white car, putting the end links back in the white car, putting the fans back in the white car, putting stock manifolds and cats back in the white car. You guys are going to go, what the fuck are we looking at? And I'm like, I'm sorry. My problem is that I like driving too much and I don't care about cars too much compared to other people. Got it. Puti. Hey, Alex Miller became a Puti. Oh, you've been a member for 3 months and you're a Puti Love member. Thank you. That's human nature. I've lost a few friends because I quit working with them and just lost contact. That's exactly what happened with Donnie. That's exactly what happened with Perdomo. And that's exactly what happened with the other dude. Oh, no, not Jake from State Farm. Beefcake, 2 or 3 a.m., thrashing under a lift, bolt falls on the floor. You look at the other like, who can still bend over and pick it up? Yeah, those days are not fun. Those days are just not fun. Like, look, if I had a lift and a garage and an elbow room, I'm more inclined to tackle this thing, but I simply don't. And I have to like weigh out the pros and cons, right? If I'm going to my time is my biggest resource. My time is my biggest resource. So if I can make more live streams and entertain you guys, or 40 hours every 2 weeks in a garage and maybe getting 1 or 2 videos out of that, and just showing like I'm a whiny bitch the whole time, probably not the best thing to do. So I think to myself, I don't want to install this and fuck the car up. And I don't want to install and fuck the car up. I'm going to be honest with you. I like the sway bar. I like how the car drives. I like the badass fans. I like everything about that. For $9,800, I would expect a lot more refinement. But is that okay? Turbo guys in the chat. Is that normal? Is what I went through 100% normal on all turbo kits? Aldo, On3, Hellion, Armageddon. Is it all the same thing where you're just kind of, here's the kit, bye, see you later. You're SOL on help. I don't think it's always a bad thing to lose touch. If you're going to go different ways, better career life, it's normal to lose touch. I get it. You would be surprised what we'll watch. Alex, oh wait, Gen 3 Whipple GT500, 2020 GTCS A10 for a overall fun street car, Canyon car. Canyon car A10? Get the GT500. You'll be for Canyon car? GT California Special? The S550 is going to handle better, but we're talking Canyon? God damn it. That's a good one because you could probably enjoy it, but I would rather have a stick shift on a Canyon. Maybe you're not going to be the quickest, but I think you'd have more fun than your GTCS. Part 3, turbo install video, putting it back to stock. Right. Good morning, Bicho and fellow peasants. If I purchase an RTD from Lund, will it work with my Mac computer? I don't know. Ask HP Tuners. Incognito Films, and he's gone. Actually, can you explain to me why some 10 speeds require 520 and some take 530, both NA as well? Peasant questions. Okay. Luckily, I clicked it before he deleted it. Turbo K looks intimidating and it's like gonna take forever. I feel for you. Man, I wanted to see the single turbo 3 motion. Do you think buying a Boss 302 for about 30K is worth it? No, that's good. A Boss 302 for that? 100% worth it. Eric's been a Puti level member. Thank you. Front mount sucks, bro. No, I get it. At least get us one wheel through motion before you put the sway bar back on. Did you find Shell T6 oil to see if the Gen 3 cam issue goes away? That's next. Definitely normal. When you have it installed, you have to do way more maintenance than a blower. Boost leaks, lines everywhere. The Halion Sleeper doesn't have as many issues. You don't have to relocate the BCM, and is one of the easier kits to install. I understand that with the Halion Sleeper. I understand that. I don't know if I'd buy a Halion Sleeper. No offense to Halion. I just don't want to buy a Halion Sleeper. Yes, I ended up custom single turbo on my knots because everything fit like crap. Zimbabwe. CG Fab's race kits are kind of similar. A lot of stuff you got to remove and a lot of quality of life parts. The street kit still makes you remove the sway bar, at least on the 99 to 04 cars. Turvey said he can whip that kit up into shape. Just got back from Arizona, aka AutoZone, and with some extra exhaust pipe. Where are you finding a Boss 302 for 30K unless it's high mileage? Saw that trash electric fan in the kit and fell to the floor laughing. Did you guys see my face? Guys, do you know how many outtakes I have of that kit install? This is what I'm going to do for you guys. Just join. Thank you, Santana. I'm going to compile all the outtakes that I'm like, what the fuck? Jesus Christ. And I'm going to make it for the members only. Because I think I have like 10 minutes worth of like, okay. And then like, I'm frustrated. This sucks. And I'm just going to make a members only upload for that. So I'll start doing that because the members deserve exclusive content. I hate the fact that time was taken away from me by trying to install this turbo kit, but like a peace has come over me now that I know that the war is over, and I just put it back in the box and it's for sale. So if anybody out there wants a heavily discounted turbo kit, hit me up, brother. Don't gotta wait for nothing. Don't gotta wait. It's in stock. Badass fan. Undrainable catch can. But you'll make 1,000. I guarantee you'll make 1,000. No problem. You think the car would run super hot with that fan? Insanely hot. Bottom mount suck water in too, right? Only thing I'm buying prefab when I go turbo is forward-facing headers. Members only outtakes. God bless you. You've seen that turbo video, right? It's awful. I think they messed up and sent you a trans cooler fan. That's what Jake said. He goes, that fan's badass for a trans cooler. I go, no, this is for the motor. Great show today, brother. Gotta go. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. Absolute piss bowl. White flag. Right. Like I was just like, I'm done. Calamar's a great trans. Let me know if I can help point. Okay, they're talking. That's the nice thing about this chat. You can have someone like Beefcake come on. SK. SK's a VMP dealer, so he gets deals on kits and stuff. So he can hook you up with stuff like that. Beefcake has run through every combo you could think of. He's even had a crank-mounted centrifugal, which I would love to have one day, but that's just legit pure race car stuff. And that if anything would happen on that front, it'd be on the Fairmont. OnlyFans video of Alex cussing and sweating. Boss man, I would say I've seen them with that low mileage going for 39 plus. The AC would not even. That's the other thing. So after installing, finally. So it has the big badass race intercooler, 1300 horse, whatever the fuck they call it, right? It's cool looking. You got to trim the bumper. Now, forget the fact that I would have to have exhaust fumes in my mouth. Like, do a pull and just, I love 93 octane with it. Oh, this is awesome. I can't wait to go Watt and get a mouthful of 93 octane fumes. But I was talking to Rami, and Rami makes it. I love Rami. Rami's the best. I love you to Auto Solution. But Rami, I don't think understands that at this point in my life, I've done it all. I've had shit boxes. I've had fast cars. I've had nice cars. I've worked at. I am now past that point in my life where I want to hack the shit out of my car, trim the bumper, make a hole in the bumper, take my switch. It's over. It's over. Like, I don't want to do that. I want refinement. So the problem with refinement is it costs a lot of fucking money. But at this point in my life, I'd rather pay $100,000 plus for a badass Porsche that is 600 horse, refined, stops, turns, than to hack my car up to make 1,000 wheel on a SI50. Like, that's over. Trimming my bumper, I had to cut the K member to relocate the radiator back 2 or 3 inches. I felt like a fucking dumbass. I was like, tú eres un pendejo, brother. Tú sí que eres un pendejo. You are hacking this car up to put this on when the performance can be gained, similar performance can be had with a centrifugal or if the people put the same amount of effort they do into turbos than into superchargers, same performance. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. If you put the exact same effort you put on your turbo shit than a blower situation, like an F-Series Pro Charger, like a G4 ESS, like a Vortech YZ Elemental, what the fuck's the bad V30? You know? If you put the same effort you did on a blower car than you would a turbo car, same exact performance. Need a track hawk and ram it into the wall. Jesus Christ. I look at a 12 911 all-wheel drive turbo and I was in love. So that's normal. I got old. Don't want to do the pretend race car on the street. That's only fun when you're going what? Right. I want refinement. I want to take my turbo car, get in it, put 93 octane in it, wastegate, AP, 9 PSI, drive it across the country, keep all of the amenities, have good AC, have good driving characters. Oh, it's not possible? Oh, it's not possible? Why isn't it possible? It's possible with blowers. Why isn't it possible with turbos? V30 YSI, I wish. But Alex, a Century isn't a Century a turbo? Yeah, belt-driven turbo. Yeah. For $1,500, Beefcake. I don't want to highlight the comment because, you know, you're naming the kit. Slap a Gen 3R on it and be done. Slap a Gen 3R on a DI-equipped Mustang. Can't do it. You can't put a Gen 3R on my car. That kit sucks as a street car. I drive down and deliver to you if you're willing to trade for my new Whipple kit. What? You want me to put a Whipple on that car? How many of you guys want to see a Whipple on that car? Go ahead, I'll wait. I'm a TVS guy. I've always liked the TVS rotor pack. I like the power delivery better. How many of you guys want to see a Whipple on that white car? I don't. I don't want to see a Whipple on that car. Fuck no. Alex, I can relate hacking the car up coming from the DSM world. I love it. It's over, Johnny. It's basically an EcoBoost 5.0. I remember one time a guy said to me, superchargers didn't run off the belt. Wow. Hell no. No, exactly. Definitely going superchargers so I can keep my luxuries. Whipple, it'll take 80 weeks. Right. Hell no. Turbo. Right. I already have had this. I've had the red car back there. Oh, by the way, check this out. I want to give a shout out to Boostin' Photography. I went ahead and ordered because, you know, when you see your car up on Instagram, a lot of people try to screenshot it and then use it. But what I did is I reached out to the gentleman and I said, hey, can I get the digital file? He goes, yep. I said, can I get a framed photo? He goes, yep. So I was very happy to get this in the mail the other day. He did me a super solid. Got me a bad look at my ring light. He got me, let me turn that off so you guys can see it better. He got me a really nice photo of section hay. It's so shiny. So I said, give me the digital file, get me, a framed photo, and they hooked me up. So shout out to the Boosting Photography gentleman. Did me a real nice solid getting me section hay on a picture. This was at Texas 2K, aka the Oil Down Nationals, where you get yelled at because you have nothing to do with the GTRs braking. But this was a wonderful photo. I think he did a really good job. It looks really nice. A lot of depth in the photo. And he framed it for me. Got me a good price on it. Thank you very much. I appreciate the dude. Nice guy. Nice guy. Good people. So, yeah. Did me a solid. I wanted to mention him. He didn't pay me to mention him. I paid money for the picture. I paid for the digital file, which is on my Facebook page. And I paid for him to get me the thing framed. Clean with those used car stickers dealer on the window, right? Horsepower and everything. Big cars need torques. Damn Section 8 looks killer. You mean GTR2K? Exactly. Next sponsor? No sponsor. If you have a dedicated drag car, it's not a bad kit. They should have stated that. No. And I said that in the video. In the video, I said, in my opinion, this is a race car kit. No indictment on them. This is a race car kit, and it should be sold as such. It should not, I repeat, should not be sold on a car that you want to retain handling and you want to retain AC. Sorry, it's just not. It's just not. I'd put that in my garage. What garage? I mean, I have two, but whatever. I want the same pic, but with the putties on it. Right. Bit looking clean with those used car dealers on it. Right. And the Oil Down Classic. Oh, man, that's a nasty picture. Turbos on your AC vents. Whipple is boring. I never said Whipple is boring. I'm just saying that. Let's just say that I have dealing. I want to represent. I just don't want to represent them. You know, like I have a Whipple on my GT500 and it's fine, but they didn't give it to me. The car just came with it, but I don't promote it like, oh, look, Whipple Power, a Whipple Army. No, I don't give a fuck about that. I'm like, yeah, it has a Whipple on it. But honestly, if you had a Kenny Bell 4.2, 4.7, or a TVS 2650, I'd run it the same. You know what I like about your white car content? That you're the only motherfucker that's actually making good content with a stick Gen 3 Mustang. Everyone else is doing 10R content. Yeah, unfortunately, like, look, I love the people out there, but when I raced Jake's truck and beat it, and I knew I would, like, guys, I was supremely confident I would beat that truck. That truck is a 10.7 truck, and it rolls pretty good. I said, Jake, when the race happens, this is how it's gonna go. Off the hit, even. And because of aero, and no offense, I shift really good, I'm gonna jump forward every gear. Because the 10R is gonna do 10R things. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. You know how many people were quiet? You know how many people were super quiet? No way Alex is gonna beat a 10R80 turbo truck. And then the excuses started rolling in. Oh, it was only on 9 PSI. Actually, it was 11. Peak of 11, because I did the data logging. And I'm just like, we were on similar boost, and I was stick. I was on 260 GT. He was on the 85. He was on 20 degrees of timing at 10 or so PSI. I was on 21 degrees of timing with a Vortech V3 with a 3.4 pulley on it. Century technology has come so far, there's no reason why blowers should make similar performance to turbos, besides in extreme cases, of course. Do you have a preference between Torco, boosting, and fuel additive? No, I think they're both similar. I think Torco makes your plugs on the brown side, but honestly, I think so does Octanium and boosting. 10R Slushbox. That's like me looking up 6R80 auto cars doing road course track days online. Beefcake says to add Zim, our Vortech Paxton still outsells all the other power adders combined 3-1. I believe it. The Paxton Vortech stuff is like so cookie cutter, and the tunes are so vetted, and the combos are just like a Paxton 2200 with a 3.3 is like an 8 or 900 horsepower car on the 85. Period. A Vortech V3 with a 3.6 is like a high set. It's like in the 700s with free flowing exhaust and the 85. Mine, for whatever, I had some issues, but whatever. I think it was just boost issues that I was having on mine, and nothing to do with the kit. And I got rid of it to go turbo, but then unbeknownst to me, I had to take a bunch of stuff off, and I said, no good. Is a Sentry on a truck safe to tow? You know what? That's a good one because it's RPM dependent. Whereas whereas a Whipple and a TVS makes a lot of torque at low RPM and it'll just hate life. So I wonder with the centrifugal if it'll be a little better. It's funny people think sticks are slow, but not when you can drive. Right. You should have gotten a bottom mount kit. I can finally come to a channel and relate to something. Glad you went stick shift. Thank you. Because you're a man and it has your name on it, the transmission name, manual. This is a good Peasant chat today. Very good. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here today. I appreciate everybody that was on. Go watch the videos, support, get over there and check out what I'm going through because there's going to be a part 3. And the part 3 is going to be the following. Either me selling the kit and again, my price was $9,800. So yes, I will sell it heavily discounted. That doesn't mean $6,000. Okay. So somewhere in between there was something fair so that I don't lose all my shit. I'm willing to take a loss on it just to get it moving because it's available now and you can go do your own thing with it knowing that it's like a race style kit. And then I'll probably put the Mustang back to stock and see what the next step is. Because if the white Mustang ends up going back to stock, it's probably a good idea to sell it or trade it in or sell it to a dealership and let them make some money on it. Because where else can I go with that thing unless I can find a bottom mount kit, but I'm taking a loss on the turbo kit. So I'm going to have to come off another $5 or $6 grand to finish paying for a bottom mount kit. And at that point, I got a 0-1 to worry about. I got to just leave the car stock and just drive it and see what happens or sell it, put the money into the 0-1 or just bank the money and wait for, a house to pop up so I can have a lot more comfortable working spaces. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Check out the video. Be on the lookout for members only content of some of the outtakes, and I'll start to edit it right now. Like I'll literally start to edit it right now and upload it in about a couple of hours so the members can have something to watch on the outtakes on the install of this turbo kit. It's just a funny thing. Justin Spence, someone says, what's Justin Spence? I'll answer your question. I had no idea it was ill-fitting to my specs, and it was available now, and I was curious about it. I had no idea. The previous owner of the kit did say, I have found no information on it, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. I said, hey, I got Jake. It's all good. So go back to the beginning of the show, and I'll explain why I ended up getting that kit. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I'll get back after it. I'll get some videos uploaded to the members only, and then I'll let you guys know what I'm going to do with the white car. But 01 content, GT500 content coming right up once I get everything registered. All right, guys, have a good rest of your Sunday. See you guys Tuesday for Talking Shit. See you later, guys. Bye.